In the realm of tranquility, there exists a sanctuary not far from the reaches of the restless world. This sanctuary, dear companions in contemplation, is none other than the realm of our own souls. The foreign lands may be tumultuous, the external world rife with interruptions, but within our souls lies an oasis of serenity, untouched by the ceaseless commotion that surrounds us. It is to this sanctuary that we must often retreat, seeking solace and wisdom before we dare to face the challenges that await us beyond the boundaries of our inner sanctum. As I, a humble servant of Stoicism, invoke the wisdom of the great emperor Marcus Aurelius, the last of the noble 5 emperors, I am compelled to remind you of the timeless truths he bestowed upon us through his celebrated work, the Meditations. In these writings, he championed the pursuit of tranquility as the highest aim of life. And though his exhortations often echoed the importance of rising with the dawn and embracing the day, he too, in his sagacious wisdom, emphasized the significance of withdrawing into the inner sanctum of one's being. Let us, then, embark on a journey to uncover 7 facets of Marcus Aurelius's evening or late afternoon routine, and let us endeavor to apply these timeless principles to our modern lives, for they remain as relevant today as they were in the days of ancient Rome. First, let us eliminate the cacophony of external stimuli that besieges our senses. As the wise Marcus Aurelius declared, the power to withdraw into oneself, to find solace and introspection, resides firmly within our grasp. In this age of ceaseless connectivity and endless demands, our existence has become ensnared in a web of incessant activity. The day's burdens, commitments, and ceaseless notifications weigh heavily upon our shoulders, eroding our freedom and inner peace. Our evenings, once devoted to relaxation, have transformed into periods of digital indulgence, leaving us weary and overwhelmed. Thus, it is imperative that we reclaim this time for ourselves, purging the relentless external stimuli that assail our senses. Disconnect from the ceaseless chatter of technology, extinguish the electronic glow, and usher in tranquility. Engage in the practice of mindfulness meditation, a sanctuary for the soul. It is in these moments of stillness that we unburden ourselves of the day's burdens and journey inward, rekindling the serenity that resides within. Secondly, let us heed the Emperor's counsel on the importance of physical exercise, for, as he so sagely remarked, it is a shame for a person to grow old without beholding the beauty and strength of their own body. The Stoics knew that the pursuit of a healthy mind was intrinsically linked to the care of the body. In a world where excuses often overshadow the pursuit of physical well-being, it is vital that we embrace exercise, not for the adulation of others, but for the cultivation of our own virtue. Perseverance, self-improvement, discipline, and self-confidence are the fruits of such endeavors. In our modern age, where physical activity often takes a backseat to the demands of work and technology, we must strive to incorporate exercise into our evening routines. Whether through a visit to the gym or a simple evening walk, we can renew our bodies and minds, casting aside the stresses of the day and welcoming the embrace of tranquility. Now, let us turn to the third facet of Marcus Aurelius' wisdom, the review of one's day. In his writings, he extolled the virtues of investigating one's life systematically and truthfully, a practice the Stoics held dear. In the moments before slumber, let us engage in this ancient rite, setting aside time to review our daily actions and choices. This introspective examination is not a condemnation, but a revelation, a gentle scrutiny of our deeds and decisions. The Stoics likened this practice to presenting a case in a court, where we stand as both judge and defendant. It is a means of bringing self-awareness to our actions, aligning them with our higher selves. In the tranquility of our evening solitude, we may engage in this self-examination. Quietude is the key to clarity, and with pen and paper, we inscribe our thoughts. What have we learned? What have we achieved? How could we have walked a nobler path? Through this process, we forge a path to self-improvement and growth. As we move forward in our contemplation, let us consider the fourth facet, the art of journaling. The act of committing our thoughts to paper is not a mere exercise, but a gateway to inner serenity. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." The Stoics understood that this practice offered solace and release from the burdens that often besiege our minds. Journaling frees us from the shackles of unspoken thoughts and unresolved emotions. It is a cathartic endeavor that alleviates stress and quiets the restive mind. As the day wanes and night descends, we may partake in this practice. In a quiet space, we inscribe our thoughts, hopes, and reflections. We capture the essence of our being in the pages of our journal, paving the way for inner serenity. Fifthly, let us turn to the reading of philosophy and literature, a pursuit close to the heart of Marcus Aurelius. "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact," he admonished, and thus he sought wisdom in the writings of philosophers of old. Our evenings need not be consumed by mindless entertainment, but enriched by the wisdom of the ages. In our digital era, the library of knowledge is at our fingertips. We can immerse ourselves in the teachings of ancient philosophers, delving into the works of Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius himself. These writings, like a soothing balm, can help us disengage from the day's concerns and envelop our minds in tranquility. Let us choose our reading material with care, seeking wisdom and enlightenment. As we partake in the rituals of our evening, let the written words of sagacious resonate with use, for they offer guidance and solace in a world often devoid of clarity. Sixthly, we encounter the art of visualization, a practice the Stoics held dear to their hearts. "Worry not about the future, for it is a realm we shall inevitably enter, armed with the same faculties of reason we possess today." Yet, in our moments of contemplation, we may engage in a powerful exercise, the visualization of our future. As we prepare for slumber, we often find our minds tormented by the uncertainties of the morrow. Instead of succumbing to such anxieties, let us confront them head-on. Visualize the challenges that await and anticipate the problems that may arise. Through this act of mental rehearsal, we prepare ourselves for the trials of the future. This practice allows us to relinquish our fears and embrace a tranquil sleep. For in our minds we have already confronted the challenges, and with clarity and purpose, we shall greet the dawn. Now, my fellow travelers on this journey of introspection, let us consider the seventh facet, the pursuit of silence. In a world that seldom offers respite from noise, we must create our own sanctuary of quiet. As Marcus Aurelius himself so wisely noted, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. In the solemn moments preceding slumber, let us embrace the profound silence that is our birthright. Our minds, like still waters, reflect the brilliance of the stars, unmarred by the ripples of noise and distraction. In this silence, we discover a profound communion with our inner selves, a communion that imparts serenity and clarity. In conclusion, as we heed the counsel of Marcus Aurelius and the wisdom of the Stoics, we embark on a quest to discover the tranquility that dwells within. Let us eliminate external stimuli, engage in physical exercise, review our days, commit our thoughts to journal, read philosophy and literature, visualize our future, and embrace the profound silence of our inner sanctum. It is in these sacred moments that we pay homage to the wisdom of the ancients, carving a path to serenity amidst the tumult of the world. In this sacred endeavor, we uncover the sanctuary of our souls, where tranquility reigns supreme and the light of wisdom guides our way. As we embark on this journey to inner peace, let us remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. May our evenings be a testament to this privilege, a sanctuary of tranquility and a gateway to serenity.